join me in the session. I have on my left side a person whom you have seen in the various episodes of The Right Path, the person who is very gentle, very humble, and his speech are very rosary, Mufti Ehsan Wakarsa. And to his left, I have with me in the session a person who has a very succinct and very strong and a very abyss in knowledge in the laws of Islam, Mufti Ehsan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Today we are going to discuss one of the saints of the Chishti order, Muhyiddin Chishti Rahmatullah alayh, more commonly known as Khwaja Gharib Nawaz. And I am going to begin with Mufti Ehsan, if he can tell us that where exactly he was born and what was the year.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hazrat Khwaja Muhyiddin Chishti Ajmeri Rahmatullah alayh, who was known as Khwaja Gharib Nawaz. He was born in Sistan, a very famous city at that time of Iran, in 1138 according to the Georgian calendar. And he has completed his early education in these areas up to the age of 27, and then he traveled from this area to the very famous piece of land at that time, that is subcontinent.
Alright, coming to you, Ehsan Sahab, as I was saying in the introduction, that it is very important for us to know the lives of these saints, because they have played a very important role. Because as we have seen that God has created a religion for us, and that is the religion of Islam. And this religion was always there from the time of Adam and Eve, and it was only the name that was given to it in the time of Huzur Akram sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the religion Islam. So how important is it to go through the lives of these saints? Because we know a lot about the prophets, the Sahabas, but there is a vacuum that we have to cover between the Sahabas and us. And these saints, to cover up that vacuum, to fill in that vacuum, have played a very important role. So how important is it for us to go through the lives of these saints?
After the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we have a long series of Sahaba radiyallahu ta'ala anha. Among them were the Khulafai Rashideens, the Caliphs, and then it was the era of the Tabi'een. Later it was Taba Tabi'een, and gradually it descended. And then the roles of these saints, these awliya, their focus, actually they bridge the gap. The vacuum is filled in by these scholars, these awliyas, they demonstrate, and they become a role model for the people at that time. The teachings are exactly followed. They depict the exact model which is required, because in every era, in every period, people have deficiencies, and they need a role model in order to follow the teachings, so they can exactly know what are the teachings and how to follow them. This is the main concept, and right till Qiyamah, this process would keep on going. People are coming later on in our era, after our generations, for the generations to come. These scholars, these saints would be there imparting the knowledge, telling them the right path, telling the exact teachings, and practically showing them how to follow the right path. What were the teachings of the Prophet? It actually happens that the teachings together, when Quran Majid was revealed upon the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Prophet himself was blessed upon this humanity to show a practical teaching, a practical sort of knowledge was shown to the public, to the people. And that was required. That was the main theme. And that continued on when it was the period of Sahaba. Those who did not meet the Prophet, those who met the Sahabas, they saw the Sahabas as the role models. Those who didn't see the Sahaba, they saw the Tabi'ins, the Taba Tabi'ins, and so on and so forth. It went on and on.
So is it appropriate to say that if it not had been because of these saints, we would have been, very much acquaintance of from the knowledge of Islam, what Islam really is, from